from OCTV.
Raider Nation's leading news magazine starts now. This is Current OC.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the Current OC. I'm Owen Nelson.
And I'm Richard Sy. February is almost over, and you know what that means.
It means spring's right around the corner, and that means March Madness. But before we move into spring mode, it's important to pay homage to our winter sports. Speaking of, the boys basketball team just made an appearance in the South Jersey Finals last night against Morristown. Let's take a look at the highlights. The Red Raiders were a long shot to get to the finals as a 10 seed. They were facing a very tough Morristown team, and they had a loud, electric crowd behind them. But what happened to all the OC tickets? Anyway, Ocean City's Dylan Schlater hits the three-pointer in the first quarter, but Morristown gets off to a fast start. The Red Raiders trailed by 10 points in the opening minutes of the game. Head coach John Bruno, frustrated with the slow start, but his team fought hard, and he did not give up. Down by 17 going into the fourth quarter, the Red Raiders rally back. Patrick Grimley and Omero Shavir with buckets, while Corey Sagic leads the way with 23 points. Ocean City cuts Morristown's lead down to 6 points, but that's as close as they would get. Morristown wins it with 52-44. Ocean City finishes with 15-12 record on the season, and they'll always remember this ride to the finals.
I mean, it's hard losing, especially for the seniors. That's their last game ever, but to make it this far for them, it's great. Great experience this far in the playoffs. Hopefully next year we can come back again.
Not every team gets to the South Jersey Final. And as much as you want to win the game, it's best to represent yourself as well as you can. And I thought we struggled early in the game, but then it showed what we were made of by coming back into the game. And we're down, down 6 with 2 possessions, and it could have gone either way. And the kids never quit. I'm so proud of our seniors. Omero and Sean and Andrew were great leaders. Corey and Dylan, Pat Grimley will be the core of our team next year. The younger kids, Charlie LeBar, came in and gave us some good minutes for hope for next year. So when you're the only team playing in South Jersey against your opponent, that's a pretty good thing.
It was a tough loss, but later in sports, we'll talk about the girls basketball team that faces Mainland tonight against another championship showdown.
All right, but before we leave February behind, we have to take a look at how Black history is being recognized at OCHS. To help, the Current OC's Charlie Costal details the new African American Studies course offered here at OCHS. Take it away, Charlie.
There's been a lot of changes to OCHS over the past year. One of them you may not have known about, however, is the new African American Studies course, which is coming into its second year here at OCHS in 2023. Ranging across 79 topics, the course covers everything from early African kingdoms to the Harlem Renaissance. To learn more, we sat down with Mr. Clark, the teacher of the African American Studies course. All right, Mr. Clark, how are you today?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
How excited are you to be teaching the new African American Studies course?
It's great. We're in our second year of this class, and I'm learning a ton as a teacher, which I hope to give on to my students.
That's a good thing to hear. And what do you think is the most important part about spreading knowledge on African American culture?
There's so much that we don't know, that we don't teach. I've been a teacher for a long time, and this course has taught me a lot about the triumphs and tragedies of blacks in America over history, and I'm excited to give it on to the students.
Good. What do you think is the best section of the course?
Really the culture. I mean, we do a lot of history, but it's when we get into culture, arts, music, literature, and again, like heroes, just legends that you've never heard about that have done incredible things.
That's awesome. And do you have anything to say to possible future students?
Please take it. It's a great class. It's one of the best classes I have. And again, it's the amount of new things you're going to learn you've never heard before. It'll really expand your brain. So,
thank you, Mr. Clark.
Cool. Thanks.
For more info, check out the College Board's website on the course. Information about the course's availability will be coming soon, so underclassmen, give some thought into adding it to your course registration. In the meantime, this has been Charlie Costal reporting for the Current OC.
Before we know it, summer will be here, and lots of us will be looking for or starting a new job. Last week's Ocean City High School's job fair brought over 60 employers looking to hire. Over 300 students participated in the job hunt here at Ocean City, and if you missed it, our college and career counselor, Miss Oves, had a helpful tip in your job search.
What advice do I have about getting a job after the job fair? I would suggest following up with the employers that you met with at the job fair. All of their contact information will be on our website, or you can stop in the College and Career Center and visit me in room D102A. You can always message me on Schoology if you cannot locate it on our website. And best of luck, everyone.
Now, time for sports. I'm Wynn Nussey. Does it get any bigger than this? Ocean City and Mainland for the girls' South Jersey title in basketball. The showdown is set for tonight in Linwood. The OC girls are riding high after winning 4 of their last 5 games. On Friday night, they beat West Hampton Tech by 25 points to advance to the finals. The Red Raiders are led by Avery Jackson, Tori Valit, Ayana Morton, and Madeline Adamson. The team hopes to get some revenge against Mainland. In their 2 meetings this season, Mainland has won both times. Tip-off tonight is at 5 p.m. From the court to the pool, the boys' Ocean City swim team is finishing off one of their best seasons in school history. Here, the Current OC's Haley Fury with the story behind the team's success.
Fast times and record-breaking swims. That's been the story for this year's OCHS boys swim team. The Red Raiders have been flying through the water, breaking 20 school records. The team won 9 of its 13 meets and captured its first ever South Jersey Coaches Invitational title. Head coach Shane McGrath says this year's squad has been a joy to coach.
It's a lot easier being the coach than it is the swimmers. I mean, we write a practice, we can, have a great game plan, but they got to put in the effort, and all the credit goes to them. The kids make it enjoyable every day, so I love coaching this team here.
Leading the way for OC has been senior captain Patrick Armstrong. He set a whopping 5 individual records, one of which hadn't been broken in over 30 years. Armstrong, whose best stroke is freestyle, says it's been an honor swimming for the school.
I think this is definitely one of the most successful teams we've had in the program history. And outside of swimming too, we're all friends. We all hang out with each other. It's really awesome. It's a lot of hard work. It's not just me, it's the whole team. We have a lot of relay records, which is 4 people in one individual event. So it's really nice. And then for me personally, it feels great.
Pat Armstrong, he by far, and maybe I'll get myself in trouble, but he's the best swimmer in the history of this program. He's a gamer. You can't teach that as a coach. I don't know if we'll ever get another one like him in this program, and it's been a pleasure to have him.
Armstrong and his teammates look forward to breaking some more records and finishing their season strong in the individual state meet coming up in March. Reporting for the Current OC, I'm Haley Fury.
This weekend, members of the swim team will compete in the state's individual championship. Good luck to all the swimmers. That's going to do it for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Wynn. It sounds like our teams are doing pretty well this season, doesn't it, RJ?
Yeah, it really does. Lucky for them, they don't have to play any games outside. The weather's been all over the place lately. It's definitely been messing with my plans.
I'm wondering where all the snow is. I mean, it's the middle of winter and we haven't gotten a single good snow day.
Well, let's check in with Kuba, the man who controls the weather, to see if he can make Owen's wish here come true.
Thanks, RJ. Now, I don't know if I can make the weather wish come true, but as you see here, I have gotten this storm away from us. So there is one that's going to hit us this weekend, so watch out for that. As we head into our current conditions, we can see it's 45 degrees. Now, the groundhog was absolutely correct. It's still winter. The temperatures may be getting a little warmer, but it's still dreary and it's still going to be very dark. As we head into our regional temperatures over here, we can definitely see 40s all across the board here with a 35 in Trenton. Now, as we head into our 7-day forecast, you know what they say about the weather in March. In like a lion, out like a lamb. And that is absolutely true. As you can see, this rainstorm is going to start on Thursday all the way through Sunday.
So, Kuba, I'm on the hunt for some leprechauns. Do you think we're going to see any rainbows soon?
Oh, absolutely. If you're hunting for leprechauns, definitely do some this week.
All right.
Well, that'll do it for this edition of the Current OC.
Remember to log on and catch all of our shows and additional content by visiting oc-tv.org.
We're also on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at OCNJTV. So be sure to like our page and follow us there too.
And as always, thanks for watching.